Wings of Endless feels like a game built with care, carrying a sense of adventure that keeps every moment engaging. The combat is sharp, rewarding precise timing and strategy, while the progression system gives steady motivation to push forward. Exploration has a satisfying rhythm, with new areas keeping curiosity alive. The soundtrack adds a strong emotional layer, matching the energy of each battle and quiet moment. As a whole, the game feels rewarding and memorable, leaving a lasting sense of accomplishment once the journey ends. Arcade spirit returns with crisp confidence and playful urgency. In a bright fantasy realm, the snowman heroes trap foes in rolling snowballs, pushing through stages with calm precision and quick reflexes. Each encounter flows at a brisk, readable pace that rewards timing and positioning over chaos. Beneath its simple hook-sit branching modes, character variations, and rising trials that encourage repeat runs. Cheerful pixel art and lively music sustain momentum, shaping a focused, satisfying adventure with lasting appeal. Dungeon of the Endless is a brilliant blend of tower defense, strategy, and roguelike mechanics that keeps each run feeling fresh and intense. The pixel art is beautifully detailed, and the soundtrack sets a haunting, immersive tone. Managing heroes and resources becomes a tense balancing act that rewards smart planning and quick thinking. There's a real thrill in pushing through floor after floor, never knowing what's behind the next door. A fantastic challenge for players who crave tactical depth and replayability. Pocket Bravery nails the classic fighting game vibe with bold pixel art, responsive controls, and a slick combo system. The roster feels distinct, with each fighter bringing their own style and energy. Soundtrack pumps with retro flair, enhancing each battle's intensity. Matches are quick, addictive, and full of satisfying depth for both newcomers and veterans. The attention to character design and stage detail shows real care. A solid throwback that respects old-school roots while keeping things fresh and engaging throughout. High on Life delivers a wild, hilarious ride packed with absurd humor and vibrant alien worlds. The talking guns steal the show, each with a distinct personality that adds unexpected depth to the chaos. Visually, the game bursts with color and creativity, making every environment feel alive and bizarre in the best way. Combat is energetic and smooth, blending action and comedy with surprising finesse. The writing is sharp, weird, and wonderfully self-aware. It's a sci-fi shooter that dares to be different and absolutely nails it. Kemono Heroes is a delightful mix of fast-paced action and platforming, packaged in a lovely pixel art style inspired by Japanese mythology. The game allows you to play as one of 4 distinct animal warriors, each with their own set of powers, making it ideal for both solo and cooperative play. Combat is smooth, with tight controls and rewarding strikes, and the level design keeps things interesting with unique difficulties. The combination of traditional arcade feelings and current polish creates a pleasant, replayable journey. Fans of retro-style action games will find much to like here. Old-school dungeon crawling returns with brisk momentum in One More Dungeon 2. A solitary adventurer descends through procedurally generated corridors filled with traps and hidden chambers. Combat unfolds in fast first-person bursts, rewarding quick reflexes over reckless charge. Each run reshapes layouts and enemy placements, encouraging adaptable strategies. Boss encounters test timing and resource control under pressure. Unlockable abilities extend replay appeal considerably. Pixel-inspired visuals and energetic music reinforce its retro tone. A focused roguelite built on refined skill. Abathor feels like stepping into an arcade-era reborn, with pixel art that radiates energy and a soundtrack that keeps the action moving at full force. Combat is straightforward yet satisfying, giving each stage a sense of weight and rhythm. The challenge balances fairness with intensity, rewarding persistence while never feeling cheap. Local multiplayer adds an exciting layer of chaos, perfect for short bursts or long sessions. As a retro-inspired adventure, it carries a strong sense of fun that makes coming back again and again worthwhile. Gastro Force is a fast-paced, retro-style shooter that nails the classic 90 seconds vibe with pixelated visuals, energetic combat, and a punchy soundtrack that keeps the action moving. Enemy encounters feel intense, and weapon variety makes each run exciting as new tactics come into play. The level design is creative, with secrets tucked away that encourage repeat runs and experimentation. The pacing is sharp, each stage pushes bold strategies, and the old-school atmosphere adds a satisfying sense of momentum from one encounter to the next. ArcRunner grabs attention with its slick cyberpunk aesthetic and addictive roguelite gameplay. Fast-paced combat, diverse characters, and a progression system that keeps runs fresh make it hard to put down. The neon-drenched environments are visually striking, while the synth-heavy soundtrack adds energy to every encounter. Weapon variety and smooth mechanics encourage experimentation, and each run feels rewarding. A solid choice for fans of action, roguelikes, who enjoy a futuristic, high-stakes challenge. Jett Rider, a space janitor, begins on a daring 2D journey to save the planet Gravos, free its residents, and face fearsome foes. The game includes shooter action, exploration, and amusing interactions with monsters. Players may improve their jetpack and abilities to get access to previously unexplored Gravos zones, earn income by recycling space trash, extend their armament, and obtain golden idols for special goods. The game also has obstacles, traps, riddles, and hidden riches. The game combines action, platforming, and puzzle-solving gameplay, as well as side missions and minigames. Dawn of the Monsters is a thrilling beat-em-up that puts players in control of colossal kaiju battling it out in dynamic urban environments. The combat feels satisfying with a variety of powerful moves and combos to master. The visuals are bold and colorful, perfectly matching the monster mayhem on screen. The soundtrack complements the intensity, enhancing each clash. The game's co-op mode adds extra fun, making battles even more intense and engaging. It's a great pick for those craving monster action-packed moments. The Cursed Mask transforms Ogden, an orphan, into a terrible creature. To exist, he must manage his monster form while preserving his humanity. The Guise's universe is packed with terrifying settings such as barren villages, woods, dungeons, and demon-infested valleys. To explore Ogden's dark reality, players must discover hidden mysteries, cross secret pathways, and locate treasure chambers. The game includes compelling action exploration Metroidvania gameplay, the growth of monster skills, a distinct graphical style, and a dark, twisted fairy tale plot. Mechs V Kaijus is a punchy arcade brawler where giant robots clash with screen-filling monsters in loud, satisfying battles. Combat rewards timing and smart positioning, with weighty attacks that sell the scale of every hit. Stages stay varied, boss fights push aggression, and the soundtrack keeps energy high. Short sessions make it easy to jump back in, while score chasing adds lasting pull for fans of classic action. Visual clarity stays sharp during chaos, controls respond fast, and difficulty ramps fairly, keeping matches fun and replayable.
Humanity will face the true power of the Horde.
Rebel Transmute delivers an engaging blend of fast-paced action and strategic depth that keeps players hooked from start to finish. The vibrant visuals and fluid animations bring the world to life, while the challenging gameplay strikes a perfect balance between skill and creativity. Each level offers fresh mechanics that encourage experimentation and mastery. The soundtrack complements the intense moments beautifully, enhancing the overall experience. This game stands out as a must-play for fans of dynamic, skill-driven adventures. Roar of Revenge is a compact action platformer that wears its retro inspirations proudly. The game keeps things straightforward, focusing on tight levels filled with enemies, traps, and secrets to uncover. Combat feels satisfying, with simple but responsive attacks that encourage careful timing rather than button mashing. The pixel art is colorful and charming, paired with a soundtrack that suits the adventurous tone. It isn't a long game, but the challenge invites repeated attempts, and the sense of progress is rewarding. It's a fun, no-frills throwback worth playing.
From our secret lab at Ingest Corp, bioengineering billionaire
Spidersaurs slams into action with bold Saturday morning cartoon energy and non-stop run-and-gun chaos. The cartoon cutscenes and colorful art give the game a retro television vibe, while the soundtrack pumps with classic arcade flair. Each stage is filled with outrageous enemies, explosive set pieces, and sharp platforming. Weapon variety adds depth without overcomplicating things. Whether solo or in co-op, it keeps momentum high and excitement steady. A loud, wild ride that never forgets to have fun along the way. Transiruby is a stylish sci-fi platformer built around sharp pixel art and fast movement. The drill-based traversal keeps momentum high and rewards smart routing through each area. Combat stays satisfying thanks to clear enemy patterns and responsive controls. Level design encourages exploration without dragging pacing down, while the soundtrack adds energy to every stage. Boss fights test skill without frustration, making progression rewarding and fun for fans of classic action platformers. Visual style stays consistent and memorable after credits roll. Astronite is a game that keeps players engaged with its fast-paced combat and clever level design. Each encounter feels meaningful, with weapons and abilities that encourage experimentation and strategic thinking. The environments are varied, giving a sense of progression and exploration without ever feeling repetitive. Enemy encounters are challenging without being frustrating, making every victory satisfying. The soundtrack and visuals complement the action perfectly, creating an adventure that's thrilling and rewarding throughout. Jak N Hat jumps into classic platforming with colorful pixel art, responsive controls, and bouncy level design. Each world feels distinct, packed with clever enemies, hidden secrets, and satisfying boss battles. The hat mechanic adds a fun twist, allowing for creative movement and combat. Retro music sets a nostalgic tone while stages stay engaging with just the right amount of challenge. A solid tribute to 90s platformers that respects the past while keeping things fresh for today's players. Buissons is a hilarious multiplayer, stealth game where players hide as bushes, sneak, and sabotage friends in chaotic arenas. The art is simple yet expressive, and the humor lands consistently well. Matches are quick, making it easy to jump in and out, while the gameplay keeps everyone laughing and on edge. It's especially fun with local multiplayer, perfect for party sessions. While light in scope, it smartly focuses on fun and creativity. A sneaky little gem that knows exactly what it wants to be and sticks to it with confidence. ASTRO Aqua Kitty is a delightful underwater adventure that combines engaging platforming with colorful, vibrant visuals. The gameplay is smooth and intuitive, making exploration and combat enjoyable and rewarding. The level design encourages curiosity, and the variety of enemies keeps things interesting without feeling overwhelming. The soundtrack complements the action perfectly, adding to the immersive feel. It's a refreshing and fun title that brings a lot of joy and replay value to players who love charming aquatic worlds. Trover Saves the Universe is a wildly funny and absurd adventure that keeps the laughs coming at every turn. The dialogue feels fresh and spontaneous, while the characters are bizarre in all the right ways. The story grows stranger, but somehow stays engaging, and the gameplay is simple yet satisfying, with clever puzzles and enjoyable combat moments. Its unique humor and creativity make each level memorable, creating an unforgettable journey that entertains from start to finish with non-stop energy and personality.
You must find the Crystal of Ithacles.
Being slept in peace.
Furwind is an action platformer that mixes traditional platform games with vibrant pixel visuals. The game follows Furwind, a young fox who must struggle against the terrible powers that are invading the woodland. Furwind, a teenage Moontail resident, is ignorant of the perilous journey that awaits him. The game features a distinct pixel visual style that allows players to explore vibrantly colored levels. Furwind must travel difficult places full with traps and dangers while utilizing his skills to heal wounds and enrage opponents. Sine Mora is an incredible side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game that provides an unrivaled challenge, with time being a critical factor. Sine Mora delivers a spectacular shoot-'em-up experience by combining traditional shooter components with contemporary graphics. It offers players a compelling story mode that recounts an epic story, as well as an arcade mode that gives genuinely enjoyable gameplay for genre enthusiasts. With many temporal manipulation elements at your disposal, Sine Mora has an astounding arsenal of over 50 weapon combinations.
You know exactly how much time you have.
Oirbo is a charming action platformer with a hand-drawn art style that immediately stands out. The game feels smooth to play, with responsive controls that make jumping, climbing, and battling enemies satisfying. Each area offers thoughtful design, encouraging exploration without ever becoming frustrating. The combat is straightforward but fun, and the steady flow of upgrades keeps progression engaging. The world feels alive with small details that add personality, making it rewarding to slow down. Oirbo is an enjoyable, relaxing, and engaging at the same time. Orion Haste is an action-packed platform shooter transports players on a thrilling trip through 7 chaotic levels teeming with alien dangers. As a human warrior stationed in a military outpost, you are responsible for rescuing humanity from annihilation. With the classic gaming hero's weapons, you must defeat gigantic bosses and conquer unusual obstacles. The game has explosive run and gun combat techniques, 7 challenging levels, and a retro visual style. Pecaminosa: A Deadly Hand is a stylish noir action RPG that blends pixel art charm with gritty detective storytelling. The fusion of 1940s crime, drama, and supernatural elements is surprisingly smooth, creating a unique atmosphere that hooks you early. Its jazzy soundtrack, moody visuals, and engaging dialogue all elevate the experience. The gameplay offers enough depth with light RPG mechanics and satisfying exploration. If you're into noir mysteries with a twist of the occult, Pecaminosa delivers an intriguing and memorable ride worth taking. Fearmonium is a psychedelic Metroidvania game that combines suspense and comedy in a visually appealing setting. Players engage on a transforming trip through a bizarre universe, revealing the intricacies of an adolescent boy's mind. The game has 2D platforming puzzles, unique systems, and memorable opponents who reflect various facets of dread and anxiety. Players can get unique capabilities to improve their abilities and face bigger difficulties. The game's visual feast is complemented with hand-drawn imagery and fluent frame-by-frame animation influenced by comic book style. Evil Diary is a stylish action platformer with a sharp focus on fast, responsive combat. Every encounter feels tense but fair, encouraging quick reflexes and smart movement. The game keeps things engaging with a mix of dark atmosphere and smooth pacing, making each run feel rewarding. Controls are tight, visuals have a moody charm, and the soundtrack fits the tone perfectly. It's the kind of game that rewards practice while keeping you hooked for just one more attempt. A compact but memorable ride that feels worth the time. Tiny Pixels Volume 1 Ninpo Blast is a classic vertical shoot-'em-up game in which players fight legendary bug enemies with shuriken, explosives, and other weaponry. Players may use spread and concentrate shooting modes, unlock 4 hover bikes, collect cash, and upgrade their guns. Each stage has randomized components, original background music, and different themed levels. Players can face 6 different boss varieties and compete on internet leaderboards. The game includes bullet hell courses with bug enemies, simple switching between focus and spread shot modes.
The ashes of the era.
Beneath Oresa impresses with its striking comic book art style and fluid tactical combat. The blend of deck building and strategic positioning adds a refreshing twist to roguelike mechanics. Each run feels rewarding, with meaningful choices and engaging synergies between heroes and cards. The animations are smooth, and the enemy designs stand out with unique flair. Exploration feels tense yet satisfying, maintaining momentum throughout. It presents a polished, challenging experience that keeps players coming back. A must-play for fans of stylish, strategy-driven action.
Ultimately,
Competitive chaos gets a colorful makeover in this fast-paced arena game. Ponpu pits players against each other in egg-launching battles, demanding quick spatial awareness and tactical positioning. The gameplay loop stays accessible while quietly rewarding those who learn each arena's rhythm. Multiplayer matches escalate naturally, creating genuine tension without feeling overwhelming. Unlockable characters and varied stage layouts extend replay value well beyond initial sessions. The bold art style and punchy soundtrack keep energy levels consistently high. Eternal Hope is a thoughtful puzzle platformer that captures attention with its quiet charm. The game follows a boy searching for his lost love, moving between the living world and the shadowy beyond. Its hand-drawn art is gentle and expressive, giving each scene a storybook quality that fits the emotional tone. Puzzles are straightforward but satisfying, keeping the pace steady without frustration. The atmosphere invites reflection, while the journey feels personal and moving. The journey feels personal, touching in a way that lingers after the credits. Retro platforming heritage returns with bright confidence in this thoughtful revival. A determined young hero crosses a whimsical kingdom to rescue his world from an oppressive ruler. Movement and combat stay simple by design, rewarding timing and steady adaptation as stages introduce new hazards and quirky vehicle sections. Boss encounters add personality through memorable patterns. Hidden collectibles and visual modes encourage return visits. Colorful hand-drawn art and refreshed music preserve the original charm, a respectful remake shaped by classic simplicity.